for watching. I'm Prerna Agarwal, Technical Product Owner for The Guardian. Today we'll be giving you Guardian update of Sprint 34 that lasted from March 6th to March 17th. So just a quick overview of the agenda. We'll be looking at the roadmap. We'll also be talking about the issues that we tackled in Sprint 34 that lasted from March 6th to March 17th. Then we'll be flipping over and giving you a short demo on Sprint 34. Then we'll be looking ahead of week of March 20th, which is Sprint 35. We'll also be talking about the issues that we'll be tackling in Sprint 35. We'll also be talking about the upcoming releases. And we'll be giving you some of the ways that you can either submit bugs or policy requests through various different channels. So just a quick overview of the Guardian roadmap. Again, this is open source. Anybody can see that. All you need to do is install GitHub extension in Chrome. And when you travel to the Guardian GitHub repo, you will be able to see a tab to quickly open that up and see what's going on there. So as you can see, we are continuing our work on tagging of Guardian policy artifacts. We are also working on enhancing or improving policy creation, and we'll be starting on guidance for open source policies for easy QA or testing plan, and so on and so forth. So just an overview of what we covered in Sprint 34. So in Sprint 34, we committed to 48 story points, and then we delivered 48 story points. So in these story points, the tickets what are involved are 1657 linkable policy modules for constructing end-to-end policy workflows, 1884 user topic and initialization topic to be clickable, and we have also worked on some of the issues or the bugs, which is 1778, 1882, 1812, and so on and so forth. Now let's look at a Sprint 34 demo. So the first ticket what we'll be talking about today is 1657, which is linkable policy modules for constructing end-to-end policy workflow. So the issue here is the existing policy design and creation process in Guardian presents a challenge for practical use, which is significant number of different types of elements or blocks with many options or types of values create explosion of complexity. And also the basic building block concept of policy definition language can also be viewed as too technical for ESG industry subject matter. Also, the Guardian provides no guidance for policy authors who are required to proceed by trial and error, which is time consuming. So in order to solve this, we have created a separate section called modules. So when you click on policies, you have a small drop down there. When you click on that, you have schemas, artifacts, and modules and policies. So when I click on modules, I have two options here, which is create new or import. When I click on create new, I can create by entering a module name, just I would say module test, and I can even add a description, or it is optional. I would just say testing module functionality. Then I would create it, which means I created a module. Here I have an option of editing, exporting this module, or deleting. Then we have another option of importing the existing module. So when I click on import, I can import it from the IPFS or from the file. So just to give you a short module file, we have added a new demo module file in our open source repo, which is registration module. And here you also have a timestamp. It's under github.com/hashgraph/guardian. When you get there, you have a methodology library folder, and in that you have modules folder, and in that you have this module file, similar to the policies file where you have an extension of .policy. In the module, you need to have the extension as .module. So you can either download and import here as from the file, or I would just go ahead and copy this timestamp, which is the IPFS timestamp. I go here, I click on import from IPFS, I copy and paste it, I click on OK. So as you can see, it's a preview before before the module gets imported. And if everything looks good, you can click on import. Now the module is even imported. it's currently in the draft state. You can either edit it by clicking on edit, and as you can see, you have the registration module been imported, and here are the blogs and the events which are being under this registration module. Now, as you can see, we have updated our UI as well over here. Now you have a new tab called modules right beside the components. When you click on here, two of the modules here, which this module test was created and this was imported. You can also open this module, and the registration module is already been imported. Then you can either add any of the blocks by just drag and drop to it. You can also add a copy mode. You can copy this module and paste it on any other policy, or if you want to do a different, add any other variable, you have the different options here. You have these events, you have imports, you have outputs, you have the variables. You can either copy paste it, or you can add the variables. You can also publish it. So once you publish it, you cannot edit it. And if you want to have a complete details of modules, we have added a complete step-by-step procedure in our documentation, which is at docs.hedera.com/guardian. And when you get there, you can go to modules using UI, where you can see each of the step-by-step procedure what I have just demoed. And you can also see the structure of the module, how that works, and then the generic structure. You have the variables which I have just showed. You can add the variables, edit it, or you can also use input and output events. So this is for the UI. If you want to use a module through the API, you also have the documentation and all the endpoints listed out over here under modules APIs, and you get all the APIs related to the modules. So please let us know if you have any questions. Please raise a ticket and then we will be happy to help. So the second ticket what I'll be looking at is user topic and initialization topic to be clickable, which is 1884. So as you can see in our attached image, here initially the user topic and the initialization topic was a static and it wasn't clickable. So you have to just copy and paste it in the Ledger Works Explorer and then get your data. To make it more user friendly, we have actually made these user topic and initialization topic as clickable. Now let's look at how, when, where you can find it. Now if you just go to user profile, and when you go to the user profile, as you can see, the user topic and initialization topic is now clickable. I just click on this, and which it actually takes me to the Ledger Works topic, and then you can see all the messages and the payload related to that. So that was it for 1884. Now the last ticket what I'll be looking at is 1883. Initially, we have launched the submenus in the main menu, but it was very difficult for us to understand whether that particular menu has a submenu or no. So to have a proper indication, we have added a drop down arrow for the menu. When I go to the UI, as you can see, we have added the small drop down menus arrows, which indicate that this particular tab doesn't have a sub menu. But then when I click on tokens, I have a sub menu. So just to add it more user friendly, we have added a drop down menu. So that was a demo for Sprint 34. Now looking ahead of Sprint 35, we are currently committing to 35 story points, and these 35 story points include some of the tickets which are 1566, 1563, which is enable spatial data types in schemas, 1913, which is the token IDs are currently in UUID format. We also have some of the bugs being created by the community, which is 1895, 1893. And we are also working on some scalability tickets, which is 1454 and 1155. Talking about the releases, our last release was on Friday, March 3rd, 2023. Our next release will be on Friday, March 31st, 2023. So there are multiple ways to reach out to us. You can reach out to us on GitHub. You can submit policy requests, enhancements, or if you find some bugs, please go ahead and mention those bugs with us so that we can get our team on that. Also, if you haven't joined our Discord, come and join our conversation at hedera.com/discord. And when you get there, search for Sustainability Channel, or feel free to reach out to us directly if you have any policy request by emailing us at info@envisionblockchain.com or through our website, which is www.envisionblockchain.com. Thank you. Have a great day.